How's it going, everyone, and welcome to Off the Top with Eric Paris and Red. I am one of your hosts, Eric, and joining me tonight are...
Your boy P.
And it's your boy Red.
How's it going, fellas?
Whole bunch of gang shit. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Good weather.
Yeah, good weather. It feels like the official start of spring.
Man, what? We was getting
Finally.
snow a week ago.
Yeah. Honestly, the kind of bullshit. I'm expecting more snow.
Man.
It wouldn't surprise me. So yeah,
That's
that's Michigan weather. So we're gonna jump right in right away because a lot of stuff happened, especially in regards to the big rat beef that we talked about last episode. That's literally as we were recording, like hours later, new shit happened, and everything that we said pretty much out the window. Like, like I was editing that shit, I was like, God damn it! This
Emergency podcast.
Yeah. I
right,
wish.
Yeah, makeup.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start real quick with a. There's a timeline, right? So we're going to get everyone caught up to where we were in the last episode, a little bit before, and then where we're at now, right? So this timeline of events starts in 2013, right? Big Sean releases the track Control. Kendrick Lamar gets on, and he disses damn near everybody in the rap game, right? So he names, which is important, it's not a subliminal, he names J. Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Mick Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Jay Electronica, Tyler, Mac Miller, and everyone loses their minds. It's a big moment. You know, it's a big moment everybody remembers. Everyone responded, did their own kind of remix off of it. 2013, Jake didn't really respond. He did mention it in a couple interviews, but he said it wasn't really worth it to him to actually go back and forth. So that is kind of where it stayed. Ever since then, it's been pretty much subliminals back and forth, right? In October 2023, Drake releases First Person Shooter with J. Cole. He declares that J. Cole declares that Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and himself are the big three in hip hop. Right? He says, "Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey? Is it me? We the big three, like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali." Right? Everyone hears it. It's a big song, probably one of the biggest songs to end of the year last year. And then March 26, 2024, Future and Metro Boomin dropped their collaborative album. And in the song Like That, Kendrick does a surprise verse where he kind of restirs this pot and he takes shot at J. Cole and Drake's First Person Shooter. He says, First Person Shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. Motherfuck the big 3. It's just big me. That's the big line. Again, not a subliminal. He pretty much names the 2 guys on the song. April 5th. This is around the time that we recorded, a couple days before we recorded the previous podcast. J. Cole surprise drops Might Delete Later. And in that, he has a track featured called 7 Minute Drill. And in that, he responds to Kendrick Lamar's diss. And then April 7th, J. Cole apologizes. Right?
Like a bitch. But you know what? Everybody got their own personal beliefs.
Yeah. We are now caught up to where we were in the last episode. Because that happened literally the night we recorded. So April 7th, he apologizes, retracts, claims it was not, it gave him bad energy. He didn't feel right. Said it was the goofiest shit he'd ever done. Apologized. Even he said he was going to delete it from streaming services, which he did a couple days later. And he pretty much told Kendrick Lamar that if he felt away, go ahead and send a track at him. He'll take it on the chin, right?
Yep.
So April 12th, 7 Minute Drills removed from streaming services like he was promised. Everyone feels away, including 50 Cent. And Future and Metro Boomin released a follow-up to We Don't Trust You, We Still Don't Trust You.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, J. Cole is featured on a track, Red Leather, where he explains why he apologized, which some people take this as a slight at Drake because Drake and J. Cole are cool. Future and Metro Boomin don't fuck with Drake at the moment. So it was kind of weird to see, one of your friends hop on your enemy's track and, even help them with the song. That to me, a lot of people were like, that's fucked up, And then yesterday, a track by Drake kind of leaked online. People were calling it Push Ups, Drop and Give Me 50. And people were unsure if this was a real Drake song. People were thinking it was AI. You know, it didn't sound like a full studio polished song,
Mixed and mastered and shit.
and it was confirmed to be true. And then a final version was released with updated beats and a couple line changes, and that came out last night. And it was Drake responding to Kendrick Lamar, Rick Ross, Metro Boomin. Who else did he name?
Ja Morant. And they said
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a line
yeah. John
with
Morant.
Future too, but it
Yeah,
was like hidden.
yeah. Future Rick Ross. He mentioned Kendrick Lamar's wife. So I mean, he's pretty much like saying, nope, I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm not going to bow down or ignore it. So this is good, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and then the probably my favorite part so far to happen this is the curveball. Like the side character no one expected, Rick Ross comes in and releases a diss track to Drake, and it's like, all right, guys, that's the starting gun. Like, and Rick Ross even commented on his Twitter. He was like, "Hey, this is the first quarter. Grab a seat. This is gonna be fun," you know. And I got to be honest, it's fun as hell. This is probably the most fun I've had in hip hop in a long ass time. And I'm here for it. Like usually we only get hyped up for stuff if it's like, oh, like a generational album comes out that everyone agrees is a classic as soon as it drops.
Yeah.
Or like a small beef happens, but nothing to this scale where this many people are involved. Like it's a fun time. We're getting a lot of good music out of this.
This is Endgame, bro, in Marvel.
Oh yeah. This is definitely like
so many people in this shit, bro.
Yeah. They're just like this guy. It's like Fortnite. It's like your favorite characters that normally don't interact with each other are beefing. You know, it's really fun to see.
They said Drake Thanos with the glove. Said he going at everybody.
Right.
Now,
until that one hidden character come out the sky, like, oh yeah, KO. But right now he Thanos in the first movie when he fucked everybody up and they had to go back.
For sure.
They need Doctor
The Weeknd
Strange.
dropped out fast. He straight up said, "Everybody's my brother. I love him. I would never wish any beef on anybody." But it's still people are still saying Drake said a couple lines about the Weeknd though.
Yeah, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was his manager. Because XO is part of, or Weeknd is a part of XO, and he was taking shots at XO and TDE.
Yeah. He Weeknd did hop on a song, and it's kind of weird to say the Weeknd had bars for Drake, but there is a couple lines that he's saying where like I wouldn't sell my soul to OVO, like that kind of thing. Because that again, like that goes back to their business relationship.
I remember that.
Yeah, Drake was trying to court OVO or XO and the Weeknd over to OVO, and it didn't pan out. There was people thought it was like either something happened or they couldn't believe that it was no reason for him to back out. Like they claimed there must have been some sort of beef that happened that made the Weeknd say "fuck you," I'm gonna do my own thing, you know. But yeah, so let's kind of go around and react to the push-ups, Drake's response to Kendrick. Like, what do we think about that? Like, rate it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? You know.
Well, I know it's kind of it don't matter now, but did you ever hear the 7-minute drill? Because you ain't had no opinion on it last week.
Yeah, I heard it was okay.
Yeah, James, it was okay, right?
Yeah, it was okay.
Now, out of 10, what would you have said?
6.5, 7 tops.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. It wasn't nothing that like. For a minute, I thought it was gonna blow me out the fucking water. It was the whole 7 minutes was just crazy, but it wasn't. But it was a decent song. I get it.
Okay. All right. Now with push-ups, drop and give me 50. Who wants to go first?
I'll let P do it, the little music guy.
All right, let's go P. Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, James. No, I'm kidding.
What happened?
Oh, so, dog. So I was just getting up, and
all right, hold on. I don't want your life. I don't want your life story. Like, did you like it?
I'm about to say how it happened. So you basically text me in the morning and basically said, "Hey, Drake had dropped." So I'm like, all right. So when I first heard it, and I had my headphones in so I can hear the clarity and stuff. So I was like, damn, this don't sound like it was mixed and mastered. It sounded like it was recorded in the bathroom.
Sounds rough.
So I understand why people were saying, it was AI generated, because it is a couple songs that says AI Drake, and that shit do sound good. But when you are given details, like behind the scenes details of what's going on, you could tell it was real from the jump. But when the second beat dropped, it was kind of hard to tell which one was real, but they later clarified the second one came out. But overall, I get that shit a 9. Because he couldn't focus on he couldn't focus on one specific person, but he was giving everybody a fucking jab. But the whole underlying premise of the whole song was Kendrick Lamar. Like every time he would go stray off and talk about somebody else, he'd bring it back to Kendrick, and then do it again, and then bring it back to Kendrick. So overall, I give it a 9. Yeah, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna front. It wasn't like no heavyweight bout, like, oh, he empty out the clip from the first round, but because it's
Nice
still
jabs.
technically the first round, because Kendrick
But a
still haven't
9
came out
though?
with a full song. So
Alright.
when
What
Kendrick come out with
albino?
I said like, but a 9 though. Like,
hell yeah, that
to
shit
me,
was
9
fire
is
as hell.
to me. Not, okay, all right. Do you want to go, James? Or do you want me to?
And
go?
you got to think about it, you're biased because you like Kendrick, so that's why it's a
and you're biased because you like Drake.
But that shit was fire though.
See,
it was because he was. It'd been different if he was literally just talking about Kendrick. But you was talking about multiple people. It wasn't like, and it didn't sound trash.
Yeah, so, no. Okay. If we're going by like how good the song was it better than Cole's? Yeah.
Yes.
Cole, now in terms of diss, I got to give Cole a little more credit because he was going after stuff that was specific. He wasn't going after Drake's height. Or Kendrick Lamar's height. He wasn't going on his shoe.
And that size shoe.
Yeah. I will say that Drake did have a bar at Drake. Goddamn, getting these names is gonna be fucked up. Drake did have a bar for Kendrick Lamar's wife, and I will say, is that a little spicier? Yeah, but is it kind of corny to go after everybody's wife in a song, Drake? Yeah, it's also super fucking corny.
But you gotta think about everybody's coming at Drake though. He don't give a fuck. That's what you gotta think about. Because J. Cole, he literally just focused on one person. Drake had to go over multiple people.
Drake didn't have to. Drake could have only gone after Kendrick Lamar and said, "You other guys are not worth my time." He did not have to go after everybody. We've seen beefs in the past where people are ignored. You know, it happens all the time.
But this would made it better because he was
why
like,
give you the time of day?
This nigga was Oprah. He said, "You get a shot. You get a shot. Y'all get some shots. Keep it pushing."
All right. And okay. Since we're doing this, I do want to do something that I got to clear some stuff up with a couple of the Drake narratives that I've seen because of this. Right.
Okay.
P, you just mentioned like, oh, it's like Thanos, and it's like, not really. Like, it's not like going after a titan in the industry that is unbeatable. Like, that would have been them going after Jay-Z or Eminem, right? They're going after Drake. Okay. Drake has worked with them all in the past. It's not like he's the only guy at the top of the
Who's at the top of the mountain right now?
Bigger than him.
Who's at the top of the mountain right now? Drake.
I could say in
Point
pop music, in top 40. Yeah. Okay. All right. Agree to disagree. Okay. Agree to disagree. Right. But this narrative that, oh, all these people are coming out of nowhere to diss Drake. Don't act like for the last 2-3 albums that Drake hasn't been throwing subliminals at everybody. He's not a victim in this. He's been kicking dirt on a lot of people for a long time. They're just now deciding to go in at once. So the whole victim mentality of, oh, it's 20v1. It's like, yeah, dude, you've been slapping dudes in the mall for 3 years and now you're getting a punch thrown at you. Yeah, that's going to happen. Like, don't act like a victim. If you're going to be Thanos, be Thanos. You can't claim that everyone's going out at you out of the blue when you've been dissing people yourself, you know?
But I think the narrative is also skewed though, because it's not like Drake bitched away from it. He's acknowledging, all right, y'all want to come from the king. Y'all, better take your best shot.
Yeah. So, but no, there was one thing that you said yesterday that I was like, hold on now. When Rick Ross responded, you had said, you're like, oh man, Drake's got the industry going crazy right now. And I had to stop you. I was like, don't revise history. This is happening because of Kendrick dissing J. Cole and Drake. These other disses would not have happened if that didn't happen. So this isn't Drake stirring the pot. This is all because of the Kendrick. We have yet to hear from Kendrick.
But you guys also realize with these songs coming out, that let you know motherfuckers wasn't fucking with each other from the jump. Like if you
Yeah.
got
Oh, yeah,
all this
like-
shit
it's all
out, that
fake
mean
publicity
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah, especially with Rick Ross's. I think that's probably the biggest one because there's
Yeah.
no fucking way in hell that Rick Ross did that in 4 hours. Absolutely not. He had
The
that shit
last minute.
waiting to go. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. The last
Like-
minute was just him talking on the beat, just exposing shit.
yeah. Like you can't tell me that he recorded that yesterday. He had that shit ready to go months in advance.
Mhm.
So, but I'm sure a lot of these guys have tracks like that where it's like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, I saw him at a premiere, but as soon as I get home, I was like, man, fuck that.
Shit, Drake
you
said Kendrick got that disc that's 4 years removed. He said if you don't drop that shit, shut the fuck up. Keep it pushing.
I doubt that's gonna get dropped. Like I'm sure a lot of that stuff that comes up in those diss tracks end up never seeing the light of day anyway.
Well,
Include like
it's
the
Kendrick on
one
clock,
that Rick
then.
Ross. Okay, so he gets 2 weeks.
He got 72 hours. Like no,
No.
I don't know that shit.
That's the thing. Like when we were talking about this yesterday, the timing of the Rick Ross one, I was like, hey, even if it was pre-recorded, having that out in a couple hours after, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas the diss that we heard from Drake, I feel like he could have gotten a little more ethery in 2 weeks' time. He could have done something a little bigger than that. I thought it was a little tame, but he kind of ended it the same way that J. Cole ended his. In, hey, this is a warning. Don't let me. What do you say? Don't make me press the red button. Right? Like
Yeah.
He
it
said,
can.
don't
It
wake the
can
demon
get,
up.
yeah. It can get more severe. So I think that's what we're all waiting for. Is let's get it. Let's get more severe.
I think the ending of his track is like part 2 that he just had a snippet of it.
Yeah. Like because the beat switch definitely implies that.
Oh
There's
my
more
god, dog, that
Yeah,
shit. Ooh. But we
Yeah.
need Red's opinion though, because
It's good. It's good.
Oh shit. No, okay. So rating that shit, definitely better than Cole's.
Mm.
I wouldn't give it a 9. I give it a 7.8, 7.7.
God damn, you're specific. Okay.
For
Okay.
real.
Okay.
I listened to that bitch like 5, 10, 11 times type shit. You feel me?
then
That
it's
bitch was-
better than 7.5 if you listen to that many goddamn times. Shit.
I wouldn't say it got better for it. It's just
All right.
like
All right, I'll let you finish.
That's fair.
So-
That's fair.
you know what I'm saying? My biggest part is this, bro. I get what he's talking about where he say it was so everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I get it's the first round, but I want to hear I need to see a bitch, you know what I'm saying? A haymaker
Yeah.
on somebody, bro.
Yeah.
You feel
I
me?
think it's because of the timing of this. We know that this has been boiling for years,
Yeah.
and it's just now starting to boil over. It's like, no, I want to see shit pop right now.
Yeah.
Like if you guys have been hating each other for years, I want to hear that shit.
So
And
my
that's kind
thought
of what
is,
Rick
it's
Ross
like what.
did, but it was weak though. He was talking. He played the beat and started talking. He
Yeah.
was
I
really
got-
exposing shit.
Yeah. I
So
got
before
to be
y'all
honest.
continue, hold on. So
Okay, go ahead.
like what everybody's saying, everybody having an opinion, all right. But I'm wondering why is everybody shitting on whoever come out with something? Because like what are we expecting? Perfection? Like even if you heard perfection, you won't know it until years later when you go go back and visit or revisit. So what is like
Hearsay.
what are you expecting? Saying motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you? Like what is perfection? Like everybody who got their
I'm not
opinion
asking for
act
perfection.
like they can go into the booth and say something better or make a better track.
It's the way
From
you say it.
not y'all. I'm saying in general from what I've been seeing on
Yeah.
all sides. Like what?
Well,
like
no.
some people say Kendrick shit was weak. What the fuck you want him to say?
Well, no, I think a lot of it comes down to, again, we all know that's not going to get physical. We said
For
this on
sure,
the last
for
podcast.
sure. It's not getting
This
there.
is strictly in the booth. I want you to reveal the dirty shit that we all know that these guys have, people in their posse going into other people's posse to get up dirt. We know
Yeah.
that shit's going on. We know they're calling exes trying to find, what was some of the slick shit that you were talking about,
Yeah.
We know that they're all doing that. So I want you to reveal this information as lyrically dope as possible. I don't want you like kind of the Rick Ross, the way that he was doing his shit and his diss. Oh, we know you got a BBL. Like that's, to me, that's not a visceral with the lyrics. Is it hot information? Yeah, but like it's got to sound good lyrically. And if we're gonna do a quick Rick Ross breakdown, I appreciated how messy he was willing to go from the jump. To me, that instrumental was amazing. I liked it better than J. Cole's and Drake's, but to me, it was a little all right, you're
His
not
delivery
really.
was ass.
Yeah. This, and
Mm.
I told Pete this. It's kind of weird to go after Drake's body image when you are literally Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Like
you're
you're
a
a big
fat
guy.
boy.
Like you're a big guy. Like why are you going after someone else's abs? Like
Man.
That's tough because when I'm listening to it, I give it like 4 or 5 listens.
Rick Ross.
Eh,
Oh, I thought you
oh,
gave it a
everybody.
rating.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
thought.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no, no,
damn.
no, 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 no. Because his shit was fire too. Like everybody that came out with something besides Kendrick, because it was just a line. Everybody shit came out sweet as hell. Like I'm not giving up. Everybody was eating up.
Yeah.
Really?
Obviously, it was this shit was fire, especially if you listen.
Yeah.
Like if all right, so I'm the type of person that give it my own listen and make
Mhm.
my own opinions. I do it 5 listens back to back to back. So then I try to break down the bars and subliminals myself, and then I go to other YouTubers who actually Screwface John, No Life Shack, and who was the people that you said?
Oh,
The-
Rory and Maul.
yeah, so I listen to people who actually break down
Yeah.
the bars and academics, and it's a guy who named DJ Ghost. So these
Yeah.
are people
Academics.
who
Yeah, academics are the one he premiered the finished Drake track and the Rick Ross track. So
yeah.
like you got to follow him for sure.
Yeah, so I listen to everybody else's opinion who actually know background story to understand and
Mhm.
break down each line. So if I gave it like a 8, hearing the backstory of somebody else break down the lines makes it go up.
Yeah.
So that's how I view it. So it's not like, oh, I'm just listening to it just for, oh, this should sound good, all right, on to the next, like a casual listener. I'm actually trying to figure out what the fuck he's saying and if that shit's stinging. Like, so when they broke down Drake shit, I was like, oh shit, that shit even more fire than what I even originally listened to. Because sometimes you hear it first listen, second listen, you miss a whole fucking double entendres, triple entendres, and all that type of shit. So
Yeah.
that's the vision I'm coming from. That's why I gave Drake so much of a higher
I
standard.
I will say there was one line in Drake's that fucking I was like, ooh, that's nice. It was when he was saying, SZA washed you, Travis
So you
washed
won't
you,
watch.
and now like your label, you're in a scope, and then he said something about Aftermath Records, so like Interscope, in a scope. I was like, that's nice. That's nice. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
And then
But
when he
yeah,
keeps, and
go
before you
ahead. Go
continue,
ahead.
like a breakdown of this whole premise, when he keeps saying "drop and give me 50," you can make it as an army thing because it's a group of motherfuckers that's coming for him. You can do it as a slight at Kendrick because he be doing those little
Those
military
videos,
burpees and shit.
workout.
Not military
Yeah.
burpees, the Mexican burpees.
Yeah.
Then you can say, oh, he's talking about the top dogs is TD, so that's Top Dog Entertainment. He's talking about how when he do his little split and shit like that when it comes to his contract, he said no matter what the fuck you do, Kendrick, them niggas own you. So he say drop and give me 50% of whatever the fuck you do.
Mm.
So he basically saying yo label own your ass and you can't do shit. You need permission to drop anything. He can't just do it by himself. And basically he's saying you still a son to me because I own my own shit. So when you get deep into the weeds, that shit becomes even more better, not just a casual listen like, oh, okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my tangent on it.
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head with like the timing changes everything. Because a week ago, we thought J. Cole's shit was fire, and then a week later, it's like, oh, that's the soggiest thing I've ever.
All right,
It's
It
just
wasn't
sad.
since
fire
you
to me.
said
I'm
it,
gonna be honest. It was
bro,
nice,
since you
but it
said
wasn't
it and brought
fire.
it up, this shit was fucking depressing, dog. Like
How many times did you listen to that? Like how
dog, that
many?
was one of
Because
my favorite songs. I say I at least listened to like 15 times over the course of that week.
yeah.
But over the course of those 2 days before he was like, "Oh, it hurt my spirit and all that shit," I listened to it literally all day. Like
Yeah.
that shit was bumping. And, oh, this motherfucker came on stage and did that whole ass shit. Oh my god! Like
Yeah, it was
he
beat as
could have
hell.
just said what the fuck he had to say and left it alone. And if
Yeah.
you didn't want to, rebuttal, you could have just disappeared. And you could have
Yeah.
pulled a fucking Drake and said, "Oh well, I gave you what the fuck you wanted or what the people wanted. All right, you won't hear
Yeah.
from me again." Don't fucking
Honestly,
apologize. Like the
yeah.
motherfucker said, that's like you in a motherfucking fight. Somebody punch your ass, you punch him back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my
Honestly,
god.
I think the best way he could have handled that was one, don't put it on your album. Just release it as a mixtape, have it out there on YouTube and shit, and don't apologize. because we all kind of knew it wasn't that serious when J. Cole was saying some shit at Kendrick. Like we knew there was no real animosity there. He was kind of hyping him up on the diss track too. But yeah, like don't apologize.
But now it really put him in a corner now because he really can't say he's the top dog in anything now. He can't go with no gun bars saying, "Oh, motherfucker's afraid of me." He can't. Dog, he literally canceled out a whole fucking genre of what the fuck he can say.
Yeah.
Now is that gonna limit him? I doubt it. But he only can talk about he can only talk about getting girls now. That's all he can do. He can't talk about nobody else. Will he? Probably so. Will we forget it 10 years from now? Probably so, but it's always going to be that stigma like, oh, yeah, they going to poo-poo him all the time.
Yeah.
It can't take away his pen. The shit going to be fired, but...
Yeah. He definitely took a hit, credibility-wise.
Imagine his real fans. I'm not even a real fan. Imagine his core fans heard that shit. Like, how they feel. Yeah. They getting spat at because they were talking shit like, oh, yeah, they wiped him.
No, I feel like there's a lot of fans that are so hype on J. Cole. Again, everyone has their super fans. I feel like there's enough of them who's like, you know what? That's why Cole's so great. You know, he's willing to be humble and bow out. You know, like they're gonna spin that. They're gonna spin that to be like that.
Ass motherfucker. Hell no.
50 Cent is my guy, bro. I need you to stand on business like 50. Yeah. 50 gonna talk shit 24/7 and he don't give a fuck. Yeah. You know. That's what I was expecting. I like
how 50 hopped on like Team Drake because he hates Rick Ross so much. That's so fucking funny to me.
And then he Drake has said, you know, you got me over here acting like I'm 50 too.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So you brought 50 Cent into it. I was like,
9 out of 10, huh?
You get a dog.
9 out of 10.
50 Cent. I think we did a Mount Rushmore, and I said 50 Cent was on my top 4.
Growing up, 50 Cent did influence me a lot.
Yeah, he had probably one of the biggest runs in hip hop.
Man,
arguably.
I bought his shoes, 2000s. bro.
Bro, I had the red, white, and blue ones.
I had the black ones.
I always wanted the black ones, never get them. Black and red.
Bro, I was wearing like a size 9, and I bought a 10.5 just to have that hoe. And I had the little beaters with it. People in the hood was calling me Lil 50 because I was cocky in this bitch. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But yeah, I think we can all agree that Kendrick is on the clock. Like I want to see what Kendrick's got, you know.
That's what I'm waiting on too.
As far as the other ones, like cuz a lot of people have kind of jumped into this like but I mean they're only like small parts of verses like A$AP Rocky hopped on the Metro Future album. Again, understandable because Drake has kind of shaded him and Rihanna in the past, so I get it. Who else? There was a couple people that came out and kind of Weeknd. He kind of got him with his diss. Drake did. So I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go after him even more, but yeah. Do you expect
everybody
him
famous
to...
line? Shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Ooh.
I saw a clip.
Bitched them for sure.
I saw a clip today where a guy was like Metro Boomin hearing that diss, and he was like, you know, shut your bitch ass up and make some drums, and he was like, I was going to like that's my job.
But no, I seen the meme. I don't know if you sent it, but it was the one with Kevin Hart, and he was over there holding some food. He was like. Like, cause he literally can't rebuttal. He can't say shit.
He can't.
Like, what you gonna do? Hit the button harder? He really can't say shit.
He ain't got no bars in this situation.
And then they were saying that was kind of like how Jay-Z had a song where he said, "Y'all only worth half. Y'all name is worth half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas," or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It got down to the rabbit hole with that. That shit was so fire.
Yeah, it's fun. Like it's at that like fun period where it's like, ooh, like I can't wait to go to sleep and wake up to some news, you know, or like, oh, if I stay up an hour longer, there might be some shit to drop, you know.
But the shit that really caught me off guard, like you said, was Rick Ross, and Rick Ross brought it from being, how can I say it? Like you could see that it had a playful atmosphere.
Oh yeah.
But Rick Ross brought that shit down to this shit can get real fast. This shit can get real dirty real quick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they had a exchange this morning, I think it was on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, I seen that.
Where like Yeah, Drake was texting his mom. His mom was like, "What's going on?" And then he was like, "Oh, it's just some." Basically, kind of like, "Oh, it's just some shit at work. It's fine," Like kind of brushed it off. And Rick Ross kind of responded to it. What's up, white boy? Big booty.
Yeah, he kept saying that
BBL.
shit.
And the thing is, like, honestly, like even with that in exchange this morning, it would not surprise me if Rick Ross and Drake did a song in like 6 months. Like to me, it's like it sounds like it could get serious, but like to me, like those dudes are going to be on a song together in no time. Like I don't
Yeah,
think it's
that's like
I don't think
A
Drake's
it's gonna
side
be.
song?
quest. That's
Yeah,
Drake's
I
side
could see.
quest.
Yeah, I could see them doing a song together. And okay, let's do. Okay, it's April 14th. By the end of this year, Rick Ross and Drake will be on a song together. That's my prediction out of this.
Damn.
You know. All right, yeah. But moving on real quick to something slightly connected with music. Coachella is happening right now. Actually, it's on the third day of the first weekend. The big hip hop acts were Lil Uzi Vert and headliner Tyler the Creator last night. Tyler the
Yeah.
Creator had a lot of guests he brought out, including one of my favorites, Childish Gambino,
Yes,
and
Sirski.
he is rolling out an album. So tonight, I think it's Gilga Radio. He is doing an album rollout. He confirmed it. So Childish gonna
Childish is?
yeah, he's rolling out new
Damn, I
music.
thought he retired.
And then
He
someone
better not.
commented, and I thought it was the funniest thing. It said, "Man, if this motherfucker disses Drake, I'm a faint." but, but yeah, so we can look forward to some Childish Gambino in the future. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, Coachella ends tonight, and then they have, I think, in 1 week or 2 weeks, they have the second weekend. But
Bro, I just saw a video Coachella with Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber.
oof,
Oh
yeah,
my
You
yeah,
saw
god.
that shit?
yeah. Jaden's not reading the room with these allegations going out there.
Dog.
Mm.
He was humping the fuck out of him. Like, jeez, bro,
And
slow
then this
down.
dude kissed him on the ear
And
hard as
then
hell.
he came over, leaned
It was
over.
no soft ass.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
passionate
it was.
kiss.
Dog, his ear was smushed. That's how hard that shit
Passionate.
was.
What's that?
Damn. And they
What's that?
No
just kept
comment.
rolling
No
up. I was
comment,
like,
dog.
What's
this casual.
What's that Dave Chappelle bit where he's talking about Marilyn Monroe singing for JFK? Happy birthday. It's like super sensual, Mr. President. He's like, bitch, my wife is here. That's what I was thinking about. Like,
Don't do
cause
that.
because Bieber's on Twitter. He's seen the shit about Diddy and him. So he's probably like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing right now, man? Like,
Man.
Yeah. I saw them clips of, I saw it way before it even blew up though. But that, why you don't party with me? Why you don't call me? And you saw his face was just terrified.
yeah, because he's like 16 years old.
Uh,
got
uh,
a 38-year-old man asking, how come you don't party with me?
and that's weird to
Right,
even
man.
ask a 16-year-old. How the fuck you even get that comfortable, bro? This
Yeah.
is children.
All right, moving on. P and I were actually talking about this a little bit yesterday. So WrestleMania has come and gone. That actually happened last weekend as well. And it was a smash hit thanks to none other than Triple H, who took over for Vince McMahon.
What is his reasoning for taking over? Is he just
It was
old?
some allegations.
Yeah. So Vince McMahon is had a bit of scrutiny going on with sexual allegations. People believe that he was trafficking women to convince wrestlers to stay on. He would use women to do that, then people that worked for WWE. So he was forced out, and because Triple H is married to I think Stephanie McMahon, he is now like in charge. But yeah, the WrestleMania was a hit, and it's because Triple H wasn't doing goofy shit with storylines.
Yeah.
So yeah. So pretty much where we last time we talked about this, the big conversation was with The Rock. Like The Rock came out of nowhere and was like, "Nope, I'm in this bitch now." Everybody was pissed. Longtime fans and even new fans were like, "Why the fuck is The Rock hopping in? He doesn't need to do this."
This old bitch.
Yeah. And the big one that got screwed over was a wrestler by the name of Cody Rhodes, and he was getting his title shot taken away because The Rock was injecting himself into it. And when the dust was settled, Cody Rhodes won WrestleMania. Like he is on top.
Yes,
And
sir.
it was a star-studded affair. The Undertaker came back, John Cena came back,
Mhm.
and a lot of the longtime fans were in agreement that this never would have happened if Vince McMahon was still the one calling the shots. So yeah, like it looks like if you're a fan of WWE, you're happy with the direction.
Yeah.
The do I want to say sport? You're happy with the direction
Entertainment.
WWE. Yeah, you're happy with where it's going.
I mean, that's what sports
and the
is,
future of it.
entertainment.
Yeah. So I mean, it's cool for the fans. I got to be honest. I was watching some of the YouTube clips and I was like, oof, like 10-year-old me was happy as shit seeing some of the things going on, especially Undertaker.
Man. I didn't get to watch it. I just saw a couple highlights, but people was praising the fuck out of this, bro.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, they said it was top 5 WrestleManias of all time.
yeah. They was talking so much, like, not shit bad way, but like gassing that bitch the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
And it just was, I'm happy it ended like this. They had the picture with the flag and him standing up and shit. I was like, damn, I should have, watched this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it definitely looked hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's cool seeing that like Triple H, like kind of this. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say, since we own this wrestle topic and we all grew up watching it, what's everybody's top 5?
Top 5 wrestlers.
Wrestlers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna take. Stone Cold. Yeah. It was damn. Hold on, bro. Kane.
You gotta be in order, just top 5.
Kane.
So that's 2.
Yeah, Kane up in that bitch for sure. Hardy Boys. That's still one. I know it's a team, but 2 people. But yeah.
I'll allow it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I ain't like Triple H, bro. For some reason, I ain't fuck with him. I only got
I said
3,
that
bro.
shit the
For
other
real,
day, too.
for real. What?
I said I ain't fuck with
They
him
said
and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with him, bro. I'm gonna say Rey Mysterio, bro. When he came out, he was so cold with that bitch, bro. And then I know he passed and people gassing him up. And Eddie Guerrero, but he was just a good character, bro.
Right?
He was a good ass character, bro.
Yeah, me and E had that talk last night where I was like, bro, I really thought they really was having a fight for Rey Mysterio's son for custody. I thought that shit was real.
Like
I was like, how the fuck you gonna lose your son?
Kane, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, that shit was good as fuck, bro. You couldn't tell me Undertaker and Kane wasn't brothers. You feel me,
bro?
Some of them storylines,
that was
I was
storyline
like,
for real.
what the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
And
what
then
about
he came
y'all?
back to life too. I was like, oh shit, you could do that? How are you buried alive and you came back?
You couldn't look this shit up. You have to take it as fact.
When that check clears, he's like, all right, I'm back in.
Right, yeah. All right.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Honorable guess, Sting. Yeah.
Sting's nice with it.
Only because I like playing with him on the game. The game Sting, I had all his toys. That sounds weird. I had all the action figures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the bat just beat. I used to cheat on that damn game. Just beat the fuck out you with a bat, bro. I won. But yeah, honorable mention this Sting.
There you go. Go ahead with your top 5.
All right. So Goldberg was my number 1. Rey Mysterio was number 2. Undertaker number 3. Brock Lesnar number 4.
Okay.
And I think number 5 I said was Edge. And the reason why I like Goldberg and Edge is because they had that special spear. The spear was that shit was hardcore back then. That really looked like it decapitated your ass.
Was that off the game or the TV show? That's a TV show. My bad. Is that like the spear off the game or
a lot of people off?
Goldberg's spear. Goldberg, he had 2 specials. He had the power drop or the shit where he had you coming straight up. It's called the jackknife. Yeah, it's called the jackknife, I think. And then he had the spear, and Goldberg's spear looked like it killed you.
Yes.
Because it looked like he went in you and then came down with it. Edge, he just went straight through.
Yeah.
But Goldberg, that motherfucker. And then the way he came in, and he was always yelling, he was cock diesel back then.
Yeah.
He's still cocky as shit now, but yeah, he was my number 1. And then Rey Mysterio, he always had the underdog story. So when he was going against the Big Show, John Cena, The Rock, he always looked like a little mouse, but he was always winning. So that 619,
definitely
that shit was hard.
Yeah, definitely the smallest one of all the and was
yeah,
so
yeah.
Far. He was only like
and
5,
then he had all the
9,
masks
10.
and shit. Yeah, the masks was sweet as fuck.
And the white
and
eyes,
obviously
the white contacts.
The Lucha Libres type thing.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker.
I can see why you like them. They so explosive. All the people you just named.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Undertaker, he just looked invincible growing up.
For sure.
It looked like nobody can fuck with him except Kane.
Yeah, they needed him. The yin and yang.
Yep. Yeah. And then Brock Lesnar, he was just a freak. Like that F5 that he used to do, that shit. And he was just strong as hell. Like it really looked like he really couldn't get fucked with. Like he was just a little fucking muscle ball or some shit. I don't know. And Edge, Edge, I liked him because he looked like he just got the hose for real. He had that rock star look. He looked like he just got the hose, man. And then when he had that one scene with him and his wife or girl, and they were having sex in the middle of the ring, I was like, oh shit, they lied. Seeing that shit as a kid.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that where they had the bed, in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, so he was just a playboy. That's
okay. I had to look him up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Edge was like a sexy, flexy motherfucker back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's your top 5?
My top 5, I'm gonna go with Eddie Guerrero because Latino heat. That was probably the funnest luchador type. And I mean, like,
he used to come out with the low rider? He used to have a low rider and shit too, right? Oh yeah, he used to come in whipping. Oh yeah, he had a different low rider every week. Oh yeah, that shit was sweet. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so Eddie Guerrero for sure. The Rock, honestly, The Rock mainly because he was such a good heel. People will forget back in the day, that Attitude Era. Like, you'd have little kids like talk to The Rock. You'd like, "Shut up, bitch!"
Yeah,
just the funniest shit in the world.
Famous eyebrow.
Yeah. I gotta smell what The Rock is. I gotta give it to Big Show. Big Show is a fucking beast.
Okay.
This is Big Show.
I got 2 pairs. I got 2 pairs. I'm gonna give it up for the Hardy Boys for sure. High flying. Those ladder matches were undeniable. And then the Dudley Boys. But yeah, those guys were fucking.
They was adopted.
Back on that one. That's a little older, ain't it?
When they adopted,
was that an older?
Because one was white and black.
Yeah, one was white, one was black.
Spike shoulder pads?
Not spiked.
No. They had the army fatigue shorts.
Yeah.
Like jersey, basketball jersey.
But yeah, like that fucking finisher where like one would like heave the other one and the other one would come and kind of do like the Randy Orton. Like that was a dope ass.
Oh, and the table will be in the middle too.
Yeah.
Oh,
that shit was lit. But yeah, like it was definitely seeing WrestleMania. I was like, maybe I should get back in this shit because this shit was fun.
I thought you would have liked Gold Dust though. I thought you was a Gold Dust type of guy.
Hell no.
No, honestly, I just like Gold
that
Dust.
Little saucy ass motherfucker.
Whenever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro, he'll throw you in the corner and just be.
Oh my god! I hated that shit on the game. No, if I was playing online back then, I'd just quit.
I remember, I don't know who it was, bro. It was somebody I used to play the game. I think it was Ryan. Ryan used to just throw you in a corner in a little middle of the ropes and just fuck with you on purpose, bro. It had you rage quit and just.
Because you can't get out of that shit.
Man, you gotta watch it. I'm a grown ass man. Stop doing that. No, get in there again.
Yeah, that is so. Oh my god, he is so fruity, dog.
All right, yeah, I gotta do an honorable mention. I gotta give it up for Mick Foley or Mankind. He was a fun one to watch too.
Man, I was saying if that motherfucker hit me with that goddamn, he was the one to sock and they had that little leather mask.
Yeah. Bro, I was thinking about him the whole time, but I just was like, it's a little bit older, but I fuck with him though. That dirty ass stuff in
That's the thing. Like he didn't have
crotch. Oh man, we had been fighting for real.
Well, no, the thing was like he didn't look like your typical, jacked 8-pack ab wrestler. Like he was like
He literally
this.
had a business shirt and a
Yeah.
tie.
He looked like a trucker that they were like, "Hey, do you want to make a quick $20?" He was like, "Yeah,
Fuck it, I do it.
yeah."
Bro.
But yeah, that shit was fun. Again, looking forward to see how Triple H moves WWE in the future. Keep an eye on that for sure. And finally, we're going to finish it off with the new Amazon Prime television show, Fallout. Have you guys been watching this?
Yes, sir, Ski.
Yes, sir.
I've been on that
I
bitch.
haven't seen it yet. No.
Have you finished it?
Hell yeah. I finished that bitch in one day. Stop playing with me.
All right. Shit. All right. Okay.
Did you
all the
finish it?
episodes out?
Yeah, they did all of them for the season.
Yeah. They came out on the 12th. I think I'm on episode 7 right now.
Oh, you're almost done. You're almost done.
Yeah. It's really good.
How many
Honestly,
episodes is it?
I think
9?
8 or 9.
I think it's 9.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very good adaptation. It's to me, it's up there with
Last of Us.
Last of Us as
Yes.
the way video
They
game
did good.
adaptations go.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's high regard.
Because
Yeah. Well,
I played most of the Fallout games. So the main character, they really give you that aspect of, is this morally right or is this wrong? Survival in this land. What do I need to do to get to the next place type shit? In that game, you can run in that bitch, just say, fuck it, I'm killing everybody in this bitch, just take everything. But you go to the next place, it's on site in that game. You feel me? They're killing everything. It's going to kill you. So it really puts you back in that aspect. This green bean ass motherfucker coming out to the real harsh world type shit. I like how they played on the fact of the ghouls. I didn't know they had that type of lifespan though.
Oh yeah, they live for a very long time.
Yeah, I was like, bro, he was there in the beginning. How the fuck is he here now? You know what I'm saying? But that was pretty cool. They didn't touch bases too much on the super mutants though. If you play the game, the big motherfuckers.
I'm wondering if they're gonna save that for the next season because it's already been approved for a second season. So
it had to be. It had to be.
Yeah, it was. I think they knew they had a hit on their hand, like even before it came out. Like if we're comparing it to The Last of Us, that one is definitely more drama. Like it's a very good spot to be on HBO for that.
Yeah,
because the personal acting performances are top tier.
Yeah.
Whereas Fallout is not really. Is there emotional moments in the games? Yeah, but it's also funny. Like it does have kind of a weird, dark kind of sense of humor, and this kind of walks that line very well. There are moments where you're just like, oh man, that's really fucked up, but they're laughing, so it's kind of funny. Yeah. And there are times where it's like heart wrenching, and you're just like, ooh, that's tough,
Yeah.
But yeah, like the aesthetic, the sets, they even use a lot of the stuff in the game that they had. So like the little pit boys on the wrists, they have that, and it looks just like the same settings you would in the game and your menu and all that. The set design, costume design, it's all great. Walton Goggins, the guy that plays the ghoul, was a great choice. Yes. He doesn't get enough lead acting stuff, but it's very good. Yeah.
Like if you know how I was talking about how the set design or the scenery of Avatar, it just looked like green screen.
Yeah.
Like this one, it looked like it was just like they was on set of the place every single time. It was really good. I like that. It was only one spot. There's only one section I knew that it was a little movie magic when she first came out and she saw the deserted land. It looked like small houses on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But other than that, bro, good. The monsters is good. You kind of like I like the game. So I was liking every character because I was like, this is just like the game, bro. I love this shit. You feel me? So
yeah, honestly, it's a really good introduction for people that aren't familiar with the games because they present it very well. Whereas if you've played like all the Fallout games, you know how it all started. Like you know the deal with the vaults and the secrets that each one of them has is different than the others. And this one it doesn't tell you that right away. So you kind of have this feeling of, oh, they all have the same thing in common, and it's like no, they don't, and you learn that like I think by episode 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh shit, like they're not all the same, and So yeah, like I think it's a if someone who's not into gaming wants to get in a good like show about survival and nuclear holocaust, this is the one to get into. Like
For
you
sure.
don't have to play the games. It definitely it made me want to go back and play Fallout 4.
Bro,
Like,
I looked it up on YouTube. I was like, all right. I remember playing Las Vegas and Fallout 4. Shit was fun as hell.
yeah,
And what my little last little thing on it was if just a little comparison between The Last of Us. The shit that was happening in Fallout, you can say, oh yeah, I did that, or this happens in there. The shit that was happening in Last of Us, the game is extremely more gory than
yeah,
the
yeah,
the live action adaptation. But Fallout was pretty much neck and neck, like on the same
yeah,
path. So that's
yeah,
one thing I did like about that shit.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, check it out if you have Amazon Prime or don't. P. Uh, we know where you'll be getting your shit. But yeah, like
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
have you seen anything about it? Like
I just seen the trailer like literally as I was getting my hair did today.
Okay.
I seen it on TV.
Oh, show that shit, bro. Let's see it. Let's see the hair. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this shit remind me of when Denise used to do my hair, them Skin Boys.
Mm.
Dog, I can barely raise my fucking. You see my head go down. You see that shit? My head coming down. That shit, dog.
Snatched.
Dog, it wasn't like the crunching every twist, but dog, I was over here like this the whole time. I was like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, I might have to do this over. I was like, oh god, I started sweating. I was like, oh my god, no. Breathe. I said, we can do this shit tomorrow.
Man.
That was a whole workout sitting on that goddamn couch.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Dog, dog.
Wait, did it get the back of the neck part back here yet?
Oh yeah, it's long now.
No, like I remember when I first had my hair braided, it was the same part that you got up here was back here. So when you move, it felt like it was just yanking your scalp and them little bitty hairs. I was like, I got my hair braided 2 times and I cut my shit. I was like, I'm done.
No, down. Since I got a little bit more length, she ain't had to scrape my shit down. But up here, all tight. Tight as you look at this bitch. I can feel it. That shit is coming down.
Crazy, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because usually she do the little individuals. Yeah. But I was like, just do 6 cornrows, make it quick, and she had to. Just say I was struggling. I was struggling for an hour and a half. The playoffs are set for the NBA. The play-in starts Tuesday. If anybody cares about the NBA,
are the Pistons in there?
Fuck no. But I don't know. Everybody talk about this draft class, and they saying this draft class weak as hell.
It is.
It's coming up. So
we mentioned it with the March Madness. Like, there's no big names coming out of the draft. So
shit, they even saying LeBron's son is probably gonna go undrafted.
Undrafted?
Yeah. I think they're scared because he had that heart condition last summer.
It's not that. It said he's averaging 4 points a game.
Well, he had been on a time restriction the whole season. He only been able to play 19 minutes out of the 30 or 40 some minutes a game. So he been on a minutes restriction the whole time. So you really can't do much.
Like, when is he gonna be off that bitch? Because
he declared for the draft and he got put in the transfer portal. So I think he's gonna do the NBA draft, and if he really see that he not matching up, he can go back and still be eligible.
Okay.
Since they got the NIL now, because back in the day, if you declare for the draft, you couldn't go back. Yeah. Especially if you had an agent.
Where do you think he's looking to go? Like, what conference if he goes back to college?
He gonna probably stay in the West Coast for sure.
West Coast.
But I was hearing that he might go to Ohio State.
Yeah, because that's what when they were talking about him leaving USC, I was like, why? Like, because next season is when they'll be joining the Big Ten, and Big Ten has some of the best college basketball schools in the country. Like, why wouldn't you want to play against those guys?
And it ain't about money with him either. So
that's what I'm saying.
But I think he, in my opinion, I feel he know his dad time is coming to an end. So I think he want to be in the NBA just to play with his dad, and LeBron retired.
Does
so
he
I think
want to go same team as him or against him?
He can't. control what team you can go to. But since LeBron's a free agent this year, if Bronny get drafted, there's a possibility LeBron will go to that team.
Okay.
Oh shit! I
But
forgot
will he go to Detroit? Who knows?
I forgot the
But
LeBron counter.
but basically he kind of in one of those fuck you E. But yeah, long story
I'll
short,
get to you after.
either LeBron want to go against him or he want to be on the same team. So
There, yeah.
and I think he kind of rushing it because a lot of people saying he should go back and play one more year of college
He should.
and
In
get
my
starters
opinion, he
minutes
should.
and then come out. But like I said, LeBron he'd be in year 23 if that was to happen. So
What's the
Yeah.
longest running NBA player?
he's right now. If LeBron play 2 more
Vince
years,
Carter?
he'd be in the lead because I think Vince Carter stayed 22 years
Okay.
and
Vince
Dirk
Carter was there
stayed
for a long time.
21.
Okay. So hopefully he got 2 more in him.
But you got to think about it. LeBron. If he LeBron honestly can play, and this is not glazing. This is like facts. LeBron can literally play 4 more years and be 2 years as a starter and 2 years on the bench.
Yeah.
Because he's never been off the bench and he's still playing as a starter. Like
Yeah.
he's not declining and all
That's
that
the
type
thing.
of shit.
He could easily have milked out like a solid, probably 5 more seasons if he was playing on the bench, off the bench already. Like he could have added a lot of. He could easily break Vince Carter's record.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's why I said he could do 2 more years as a starter, and then if you want to keep it pushing, just to say, oh, well, nobody ever reached this far, he can do 2 years on the bench. But if for somebody to be so great, it's hard for a person with that ego to come off the bench. So he'll probably just retire and just say fuck it.
Just amazing.
And the only reason why Kobe came off the bench is because his body fell apart.
So,
Pushing
If
it
that's
too
the case,
hard.
he wouldn't have came off the bench.
yeah, I saw a clip of kind of a tangent. Iran launched missiles at Israel.
Oh, I saw that
yesterday.
shit too.
And it said there's a news headline that said Jordan prepared to intercept missiles from Iran, and it said LeBron could never.
Little twisted joke, but
The shit I don't understand is how is it okay to glaze Jordan, but you can't glaze LeBron?
That's not even
like,
glazing. That's just a joke.
Yeah, joke please. Hell no. That shit don't make no goddamn sense.
Very simple, okay joke.
That's a funny joke, and you act like the dude was slobbing on MJ's dick.
It's okay to motherfucking give him a Glock 3000 MJ. And then as soon as somebody even say LeBron's my favorite player, oh my God, y'all.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general.
OJ Simpson dead. I forgot to say that.
Okay.
I don't think he did it.
All right, everyone. This has been Off the Top with Eric Harrison, right?
That's a cliffhanger if I ever heard one.
Tell me what y'all think on the next episode.
Do we want to hash out OJ real quick? To me, like I didn't really care. Like I was like, okay.
I just he old as hell.
I didn't even know. Like obviously the family probably kept it a secret for a day because it was already a day old when you had sent it to the group. So
yeah,
people come and go.
There was again, I just glazed over the information. I didn't read all the articles, but apparently there was some new information that came up. There was new
some shit.
There was new information that came out. No. It was in relation to the trial. Like when he died, they were able to release this information, and I can't confirm or deny it, but apparently there was some fishy stuff going on that could have swayed the trial. So if you want more information, go ahead and do a quick O.J. Simpson Google search, and you'll probably find something.
I kept hearing they said his son did it.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they said the son did it because he was verbally saying, how he was going to get her out of there. And the chase was basically so they can deep clean the house and, set it up a certain way to not make it look like he did it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was a really slow drive. It was a really slow drive.
Yeah, it was a long chase. A couple hours.
Literally a couple hours to get that house planted how it needed to be. That's why nothing fit him. That's why, of course they did say they smashed his hand though, but they was like, the shit was really his son's size. So big hands and little hands ain't gonna fit. But yeah,
How long was he in prison for?
but
Yeah,
you
remember.
go to prison?
He went to prison for stealing sports memorabilia in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what he was in there for.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't go for that.
Wasn't for the trial, and that was only like 15 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, he apparently there was a guy selling O.J. Simpson merchandise or like autograph memorabilia, and he said he wasn't paid properly for signing the stuff, and so like he basically held the guy in his like hotel room at gunpoint, and then that's what he got arrested for.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, we're good on time.
Yeah.
This has been Off the Top with Eric Pearson Red. I'm one of your hosts, Eric, and join me tonight where
OEP.
And I'm your other host. I'm James. No, I'm Red.
It's too late. It's
Cut
already
it.
part of it. Nope.
James, also known as Red.
Hey,
We'll talk to you guys. We'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.
Where's that man in black thing when you need it?